Good morning and happy Wednesday. I'm so sad that I won't get a chance to see you guys in our Zooms, but I'm excited for all the learning that you have for today. So for today's reading assignment, we are going to be looking more closely at how authors organize their information in a nonfiction text. So the authors might organize facts in nonfiction books in different ways. So maybe the author decided to group similar information together and then describe it. The author might also tell the information in order of how it happened. So what you're going to do for this assignment is watch this video below. You're going to choose a book from the Epic collection. So make sure you log into our Epic account and choose a nonfiction book to read. And then this is what you are going to do today. So remember, there are no submissions for any of the assignments today, but you are going to do this. So I need you to write what you read about. Okay, you are going to also tell us how the author organized their information. And then the second part, did the author group similar pieces of information together and then describe it? Or did the author tell the information in order of what happened? So maybe if you're reading a history book or something that happened in our history, that would be a good example of an author telling information of how it happened. If you're reading a book about animals, chances are the author grouped similar pieces of information together. So maybe one section is all about its habitat. So all the information in that section would be about how the animal lives in its habitat. So you're going to tell us what you read, how the author organized the information, and tell us if they organized it in similar pieces of information together, or if the author told the information in order from when it happened. So that's reading for today. Remember, you are not submitting anything. So for writing today, you are going to show and not tell. So it's so important as writers that when we're telling our stories, that we don't just tell what happened. So what I mean by that is, if I'm telling you, or if I'm sharing a story of one time that I went to the zoo, okay? If I were to just tell you the story, I would basically be listing what we did. For example, so last weekend we went to the zoo with my family. First, we drove to the zoo. Then we bought our tickets. Next, we went and saw the lions. After the lions, we went and saw the elephants. Do you see how I'm just listing what I did? That's telling you. We want to show our readers what we experienced. And how we do that is by giving details and describing as much details as possible. So what you're going to do is you're going to watch these two videos to learn about how to write a story and show your readers and not just tell them what you did. Okay, so then you're going to return to the story that you wrote yesterday, or you can begin a new story. And as you write, you're going to show how your character is feeling through their words, actions, and thoughts. So you're really digging into those details. What did the character say? What did they do? What were they thinking? When you give those details, you're going to add so much more to your stories. Okay, so you can choose any of these ways to write. And then make sure you just take a picture of your writing. We are not submitting today. Okay, for math, you are going to answer this would you rather question. So would you rather have 2 boxes of these ice cream sandwiches or 4 boxes of these ice cream sandwiches. And then in our Wednesday number routine, you will share your thinking and tell us why. All right. And then you will do 20 minutes of ST math. You have a video to watch about multiplication strategies. And then you are going to be playing creating rectangles. Okay, so that is what you are doing today in math. Again, there are no submissions. Okay, for word study today, you have a class kick assignment. Please click on the class kick assignment about beginning and ending consonant digraphs. And you are on slide 3. Make 10 pairs of words using the digraph at the beginning or at the end of the word to match them. You are going to complete the class kick, but you are but you are not turning anything in. And then it is our closing meeting. You do not have anything for our closing meeting, so just have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. Remember, if you have any questions, I will be available on inbox, so please share with me any thoughts or concerns that you have. And other than that, have a fantastic Wednesday. I will see everyone at 9 a.m. on Thursday. Bye.